All right. Welcome to this life-changing webinar. I especially welcome you guys here. So without wasting much of our time, let us just dive right into what we have today. So first off, I just want to say thank you because you could be doing anything right now, chilling, scrolling your phone, hanging with friends, or even sleeping, but you choose to be here. And that alone says a lot. It says you care about growth. You care about progress. You care about breaking limits. So honestly, for that, I respect you a lot because showing up is half the battle. And tonight, I just want to have a real conversation with you. Not another boring sales talk, but a real conversation that might shift how you see business, money, or communication forever, obviously. I know that sounds deep, but trust me, by the time we are done here, you will get it. Trust me. So here is the rule. The one rule we are going to set for this room is participation. If something hits you, drop it in the chat. If you are watching a replay, speak out loud anyway because this isn't a monologue, okay? It's an experience. And I promise you, if you stay till the end, you will never look at selling again. Trust me. So are we cool? I know you might be wondering who is this guy talking with so much confidence. Anyways, my name is Yusuf Mark and I help you master the art of closing. But let me be real with you. I wasn't always like this. I started off shy. Okay? I would literally rehearse voice notes before I send them. I used to overthink everything. I hated selling because I thought it was begging. Until I realized one thing. Sales isn't about talking. It's about control. And the person who controls the conversation controls the income. Once that clicked, everything started changing for me. My confidence grew, my results multiplied, and people started asking, bro, how do you make people buy so easily? And that's when I knew that this is what I was born to do. I was born to teach. Yeah, I was born to teach. But tonight isn't about me. Tonight is about you. You are here because you want more. You want more income. You want more clients. You want more control. You are tired of being good at what you do but not getting paid for it. You've got skills but sometimes you feel invisible. You explain your offer, they say, I'll think about it. You follow up, they say, let me get back to you. You go to an extent of giving a discount but they still disappear. Bro, at this point, you're like, what exactly do people want? But let me tell you what's really happening. You don't have a sales problem. You have a communication problem. You have a communication problem. You can't close deals when people don't feel you. You can't convince anyone to buy if your energy sounds unsure. And that's what we are fixing tonight. Because the truth is, people don't buy because of logic. They buy because of emotion. And if you don't know how to guide that emotion, you will keep hearing, I'll think about it. Let me tell you the truth. Most people don't fail in sales because their offer is bad. They fail because their communication breaks down when money enters the conversation. You know that awkward moment when a prospect says, how much? And suddenly your brain forgets English. Yeah, that one. That one. Closing is not about manipulation. It's about understanding human behavior. It's about controlling conversations with confidence and calm energy. Here is what most people do wrong. They talk too much. They sell features, not outcomes. They sound desperate. They rush the close. They never ask for the money. And then they wonder why clients ghost them. Let's be honest here. Clients don't buy from people who need money. They buy from people who sound like they are worth it. So closing isn't about being loud, it's about being in control. And this session is for particular set of people. Okay, it's for a specific type of person. If you're a freelancer tired of begging clients to pay you peanuts, you're an affiliate marketer who is tired of DM sending with ending with I'll think about it. If you're a coach or a business owner who knows your offer is solid but people still hesitate, then this session is for you, because I'm going to show you a way to close deals without chasing or convincing anyone. And this webinar is also not for a specific type of person. This isn't for lazy people who think watching one video will turn them into millionaires or a badass closer. It's not for people who complain more than they act. If you're waiting for magic without doing the work, my guy, this isn't for you. Live here. But if you're hungry, coachable, and ready to level up, you'll love what's coming. Objections aren't rejections. The biggest mistake people make is panicking when they hear I'll think about it. And they start begging, they start explaining and justifying. At this point, I have well prepared slides to present to you guys. But I'm not going to use the slide now. I'm not going to use the slide. Let us have a real conversation, a very real conversation right now. You know, people think closing is this special skill only certain people have. Like you need to be charismatic, persuasive, or smooth with words. But that's not true. Closing is human, closing is natural. It's not even sales. Think about your life. You close your friends on where to eat. You close your family on decisions. You close your partner on ideas. You are closing every single day and you don't even know it. So what makes closing in business feel scary or complicated? It's because people don't understand the psychology behind it. But once you get this, man, everything becomes simple. If you want everything to become simple for you, type simple in the chat. Type simple in the chat. And now let me tell you the real reason people buy. Let's start with this. People don't buy because they understand you. People buy because they feel understood by you. That is the whole game right there. Have you ever spoken to someone and they say, damn, that's exactly what I've been going through? Bro, this is sale basically done in that moment, because people don't trust who understand them, not people who talk to them. Okay, people trust people who understand them, not people who talk at them. And the problem is most salespeople talk too much. Most closers lecture too much. Most marketers shout. But the true masters, they listen, they ask the right questions, they make people feel seen, because humans buy emotionally first. Logic just comes in later so they don't feel guilty. Yes, so they don't feel guilty. So now let's break down what actually drives someone to buy. There are four major human drives that control almost every decision. Number one is pain avoidance. And this is the biggest of them all. People run away from pain faster than they run toward pleasure. If your offer solves pain, it sells fast. Number two, desire and identity. People buy to become someone. They want to feel better. They want to look better. They want to earn more. They want to be respected. They want to be confident. And every sale is emotional identity. Then number 3, fear of loss. This is wild. Humans hate losing more than they love winning. This is why people hesitate even when they want something. Yes, this is why they hesitate even when they desperately want it. Number 4, certainty and safety. Nobody wants to make a wrong decision. Nobody wants to feel stupid. But when you make someone feel safe, when you make someone feel smart, they naturally say yes. And once you understand these 4 drives, you stop trying to convince people and you start guiding them naturally. You don't need to force anything. Let me paint you a picture, because this right here is the core of all sales psychology. Every customer, no matter the niche, stand between point A and point B. At the point A is this. Point A is where they are right now. Sometimes they are stressed. Sometimes they are overwhelmed. Sometimes they are stuck rather, sorry. Sometimes they just start wanting more. And point B is where they want to be. The outcome, the goal, the dream. And your job is not to be fancy. Your job is not to be persuasive. Your job is not to be pushy. Your job is to build the bridge between point A and point B. That's it. That is it. When people clearly see the bridge, they walk across. So this is me telling you that sales is not about convincing. It was never about convincing, and it's not going to be convincing. Sales is all about clarity. How well can you clarify that? How well? People don't say no because they don't want the result. They say no because the bridge looks scary. And now listen to me, this part is very important. Every buyer, even if they don't say a word, is asking themselves 5 silent questions. 5 silent questions. The first question is, do you actually understand my real problem? If they don't feel this, they won't trust you. Number 2, can you help someone like me? Not in general, but me, to be specific, me. Number 3, will this really work for my life, my situation, my limitations? Number 4, what if I fail again? What if I fail again? This is huge. Most people hesitate because of past pain. They don't want to fail again. Number 5, is this even the right time? Which really means, is this safe right now? So if your conversations naturally answers these questions, not with script, but with real understanding, they close themselves. They close themselves. Now let's even talk about objections for a second, because most people treat objections like an argument. But objections are not arguments. They are confessions of fear. When someone says, I don't have money, they are actually saying, I am scared to lose money. When someone says, I need more time, they are saying, I'm afraid I won't follow through. When someone says, I need to ask my spouse, they are saying, I'm scared of looking irresponsible. When someone says, I need to think about it, they are saying, I am overwhelmed and I don't want to make the wrong choice. Every objection is wearing a costume. You know what your job is? Your job isn't to smash objections. Your job is to help them feel safe enough to be honest. Once they feel safe, they make decisions from desire instead of fear. So let me give you the real flow of closing, not the tactic or the rhythm. This is how the best closers on the planet operate. Step one, you need to connect. Just talk. Make them feel calm, make them feel seen. Step two, diagnose. Ask questions no one else asks. Dig deeper. Get to the real problem. Step three, vision. Help them describe what they want because most people don't even know what they want. So your job is to help them describe what they want because people commit faster to their dream than your offer. Step four, show the bridge. Explain how your solution takes them from point A to point B. It should be clear and it should be simple. Step five, ask them, want help with that? Say it casually, don't pressure. Don't pressure them. Okay? Step six, walk through the fear calmly, lovingly, like a friend. And step seven, guide the decision, not force. Guide. That is closing there. That is closing there. And now listen. Like I told you, I have a full script. I have a full slides here to present to you guys. But I decided to go natural. I decided to be natural. I decided to make this conversational so that we are all going to benefit from everything, from the reason why we are here. If you've been here, if you've been with me this whole time, you already know that I'm not holding anything back. I'm giving you the stuff people hide behind paywalls. The stuff that actually works. The stuff that lets you close without being pushy or fake. Because at the end of the day, closing isn't about scripts. It's not about pressure. It's not about hype. Closing is about leadership. It's about helping someone step into a better version of themselves. And when you internalize that, trust me, closing becomes natural. So you need to get used to this. You need to get used to this. You need to practice this. You need to go and transform people with this. And if tonight's conversation gave you value, just imagine what happens when you go deeper with me. Because this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Now let's move back to the slide that I have for us. Every closer knows something different. Every closer knows something you don't know. Every objection is just a question in disguise, like I said earlier. Your job is not to fight them. Your job is to understand them. Instead of saying, okay, no problem, you can say something like, totally fair. Most of my clients said the same thing at first until they realized, you see what we did there? You see what we did there? We removed tension. We built a connection. We led them back into reality. Objection handling isn't war. It's alignment. You don't need to talk more. You just need to listen better. And the more you listen, the easier it becomes to close. Because people don't buy when they understand you, they buy when they feel understood. I said that earlier. Now let's talk about the psychology of closing. Most people think closing is about pushing people to buy, but that is not true. That is amateur energy. Closing is control without pressure. The person who stays calm controls the conversation. So when a prospect starts saying things like, I'm not ready, and you start talking fast, trying to explain yourself, you've already lost the control. Don't even force it, you've lost control. But when you slow down, when your tone drops a bit, when you look them dead in the eye and say, I get it, this is a big decision. Can I tell you what most people realize at this stage? This is when you win the frame. The buyer feels safe. The buyer respects you. The buyer now follows your lead because closing isn't manipulation. It's leadership through calmness. And people buy from energy that feels safe, not desperate. That's why I always say the calmest closer always win effortlessly. Mhm. Effortlessly. So now let's put it all together. Every sales conversation that converts follows this flow: connection, diagnosis, prescription, objection handling, and close. As for the connection, you need to be human. You need to make them feel relaxed. You need to ask about them. They are not their wallets. You are not after their wallets. Diagnosis, you need to ask deep questions that expose pain, desire, or gap. For this prescription, you need to position your offer as the bridge between their pain and their goal. As for the objection handling, you need to handle resistance with calm confidence, not argument. The last one, close. Invite them, don't chase them. Most people start from step 5. They just want to close immediately. And that's why they fail. You can't close when you haven't connected with them. If you're still following me, type follow in the chat. If you're still following me, type follow in the chat. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it. If you're following me, type follow in the chat. Now let's continue. You see, you cannot prescribe what you haven't diagnosed. So when you slow down your flow, you close more. It's not about saying the perfect line. It's about saying the right thing at the right moment. That's why the best closers don't sound like closers. They sound like friends who just understand business better. Mhm. So now let's recap everything that we just learned. How to turn conversation into clarity, not conflict. How calmness creates control and control leads to close. How to structure your conversation to build trust before pitching. These 3 things alone can change your entire sales life. Trust me. And honestly, this is just a fraction of what we have in the full system. The one that's built to help you master all this step by step. But I'll talk about that in a moment. Before that, if you are already getting value from this, drop the fire emoji in the chat. If your notes are already full, drop the fire emoji in the chat. If you are enjoying this, drop the fire emoji in the chat. See, if you are feeling this much growth right now, wait until you see what we have. Some of you are already thinking, oh, I don't have time. Let me ask you, time for what? Time to keep repeating the same mistakes that kept you broke? You don't need 5 hours a day. You need the right 30 minutes. Because time doesn't multiply results. Strategy does. And someone out there might be saying, I don't have money. Listen, the reason you don't have money is exactly why you need this right now. You don't solve money problems by avoiding money skills. The course this teaches you the one skill that makes every other skill profitable. That is closing. And someone out there might be saying, what if it doesn't work for me? But what if it does? You've tried guessing. You've tried watching random YouTube videos. You've tried doing it your way. Now it's time for you to learn what actually works. See, once I understood how to close, everything changed. I stopped chasing clients. I stopped doubting myself. I stopped lowering my price. And the funny thing is, I didn't even change my offer. I just changed my approach. That's when I realized sales isn't about being persuasive. It's about being predictable. And now let's talk about what's going to change your entire sales game. Drum roll. Let us introduce the MAC course, which is Mastered Art of Closing, a name built into a course and a course built to make an impact. This isn't just another sales course. It's the only system built specifically for freelancers, affiliate marketers, and coaches who want to close deals consistently. So this is what you will learn inside the MAC course. The psychology of closing. How to enter your prospect's mind and make them want to buy. 2. The binary closing technique. How to get people to decide yes or no right now without pressure. 3. Objection mastery framework. How to handle any excuse without sounding desperate. 3. Sorry. 4. Confidence calibration. How to speak with certainty even when your heart is beating like a drum. Oh. And 5. The 5-step call blueprint from hello to payment confirmed. Yes, it's that simple. Every lesson is short, practical, and built for results. So the course follows a 3 simple part system. The part 1 is the psychology of closing. The part 2 is the scripts and systems. And the third one is the practice framework. See, we don't just teach you what to do, we train you until it becomes your instinct. But the real transformation is not just skill, it's identity. You will stop seeing yourself as a freelancer or affiliate marketer. You will now start seeing yourself as a badass closer. And the person who controls the conversation is the person who controls the money. And to make it crazier, I added some bonus because I like seeing my people win fast. The bonus one in these courses, you get direct access to my WhatsApp. This is worth $100. If you register within the next 24 hours and you get direct access to my personal WhatsApp line, this is your private channel to ask anything about sales, communication, and growth. Everything except relationship matters. I'm not a relationship expert. Okay. Bonus 2, you are going to get lifetime access to the Mark Inner Circle. This one is worth $60. You're going to join an exclusive community of high-performing closers where we run weekly live role plays, breakdowns, and accountability sessions designed to help you sharpen your closing game and stay consistent. Bonus 3, you are going to get the client getting script pack. This is worth $50. You're going to get 20 high-performing DM and call scripts personally crafted and refined through real-world deals. All you need to do is just to plug, tweak, and start landing clients faster than you ever. Bonus 4, you are going to be getting a private one-on-one strategy call, and this one is worth $50. A tailored call where we will dissect your offer, what's holding you back, and we are going to build you a custom client acquisition strategy designed to fit your goals and strengths. Bonus 5, you are going to get lifetime access to Mac course updates and resources. This is worth $40. Every future update, framework, or new materials added to the Mac course will be yours for life. No hidden upsells, no renewal fees, sorry. Just lifetime access to everything, everything. The total bonus value is 300 values. So, sorry, I'm already capping. It's $300. And that's even me being humble. But let's be honest, one good deal can pay for the course 5 times over. Every time you fail to close, you lose more than 35,000 naira. That's $35. So think about every I'll think about it is money walking away. So here's the deal. The full Mac course with all the bonuses and community access is not $300. Not even $150, not even $100. The Mac course is currently selling for 50,000 naira. For everyone watching this live, it's just 35,000 naira. Okay? The full price is 50k, but for the people watching this live, it's just 35,000 naira. One-time payments, no hidden upsells, just you and your new skills. 35,000 naira to learn how to control your income forever. And you know, that's crazy, right? That's very crazy. Now let's make this real. If all this course did was help you close one high ticket deal, would it be worth 35,000 naira? If it helped you speak with confidence and stop chasing people, would it be worth it? You already know the answer. But don't just take my word for it. Here's what people are saying. Before learning from Yusuf Mark, I used to panic when it was time to close. I'll talk too much, lose control, and end up with I will think about it. 2 weeks into his system, I closed my first high ticket client with calm confidence. The man doesn't just teach sales, he teaches composure. You can see it for yourself. See, these are real people, real stories, real money. The only difference between you and them is the decision you make right now. And just so you know, you are fully protected. If you go through the Mac course and apply the lessons and don't see improvement in 30 days, I will personally work with you or refund you your money. Simple, no drama. That is how much I believe in what's inside this course. See, every closer you admire today started with one thing, a decision. A decision. This is another testimonial here. The way Yusuf Mark explains objection handling is insane. I used one of his lines in a DM conversation and the client literally said, you know what, let's do it. That moment made me understand why he is called the calm closer. You can see it for yourself. You can see it for yourself. What stood out for me about Yusuf was how he practically made everything. He didn't just promise magic. He showed me structure, control, and confidence. After one session, I knew this was different. And after 1 month, I knew I would never go broke again. This is actually funny. Okay.
Yeah, I really struggle with objection handling and how to close sales mid-2024. But after learning a simple approach, which is simple and straightforward, my objection handling has really improved. You also improve my confidence in content marketing, yes, especially storytelling. I never really knew I could write. In fact, I used to have phobia for writing, but it really boosts my confidence, which has helped my sales marketing a lot. Thank you so much.
Hey everyone, I just want to give a quick summary to Yusuf Mark. I was struggling with sales back then in 2023 and early 2024 because I'm an affiliate marketer. Then I started connecting with a lot of friends on X, and one of the people who really helped me level up was Yusuf Mark. I connected with him last year, August, and we talked about my growth and business. He shared some amazing closing tips and how to talk to leads, how to close leads, how to handle this objection, all those kind of things. And it's also one of those people that really motivated me in speaking on spaces. I joined one of his spaces last year while he was speaking, and the way he communicates, it's calm, natural, and powerful. He even told me then that communication doesn't have to be forced. Just be calm and confident. Since then, my communication has improved so much. I've hosted a lot of spaces on X, although I'm not on that platform right now. So if you're an affiliate marketer, freelancer, or anyone struggling with sales, I highly recommend Yusuf Mark and his new sales course, Master Art of Closing, which is packed with practical tips that really work. Thanks so much, Yusuf Mark. I really appreciate what you've done for me.
It's one thing to generate leads, it's another thing to learn how to close them. They all say that the top marketers, the top people in marketing or business are those who know how to close a sale. Right? If you don't know how to close a sale, you've lost that client. So as freelancers, affiliate marketers, business owners, we all need to have the skill of what sales closing. And YouTube Mark has put together a course for you to help you simplify or know more about sales closing. What I love about the course when I took it is that it is really simplified. It's really simple in a very clear manner. There was no big English, there was no jargon, there was no Google grammar, confuse your brain. But just the first practical module, in fact, my mindset, there was mindset transformation. There's something he said in the third module that I wrote down. He said, you can't close them if you already closed yourself. You can't close them if you've already closed yourself. And this is one problem most of us have. Like we feel like we're not good enough to close a client. And my darling, if you feel that way, you're never going to close them. For you to be a master in sales closing, I need you to get the Mac course today. Right now, I, Odinoma Nora Sunday, highly recommend. If you don't learn anything from that course, come to me, I will pay you your money back. Ciao. Go and get the course. Click the link in the bio, wherever the link is. Go and get it. And become a sales closer today. There are people who don't have a business, but they're helping businesses close a sale. You can learn that as well from the course. Go and master the act of sales closing. Amen? Amen. Thank you. Click the link in the bio. Now.
Click the link now. You hear that? After telling you that if you go through this in 30 days and you do not see any results, come to me. It's either I work with you personally or I refund you your money. No drama. Hmm, no drama. If you feel you don't believe what I said so far, these are live testimonials. If you feel um, screenshots can be forged, these are the real people talking to you in real time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are real people talking to you in real time. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? See, the decision is to stop playing small. The year has already come to an end. Start your new year with full energy, with full confidence, with a new sales mastery. There is a version of you that's confident. There is a version of you that is smooth. There is a version of you that is in control. That version doesn't panic when someone says it's too expensive. That version knows how to take command and make money flow. That version is waiting on the other side of this course. So do not let fear stop you from starting again. You've seen what works. You've felt it. You've seen results. Now it's time for you to move. It's time for you to move. A link will be dropped in the group. Click the link and get started today. And if you feel you don't want to go through the stress of making the payment yourself, an account details is going to be dropped in the group. Once you make the payment, just message the admin with your proof of payment. And that's all. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. So before I go, let me just quickly recap this. You're going to be getting access to the Mark course. You're going to be getting access to all bonuses worth $300. You're going to be getting access to the Mark Inner Circle. You're going to be getting access to the Clients Getting Scripts pack and a 30 days guarantee. All for just 35,000 naira. And trust me, it goes back to 50,000 naira in the next 72 hours. So what are you waiting for? What is that thing that you're thinking about? I need you to decide now. Click that link in the group now and let us make your story closing begin. Because I don't want to hear you say, maybe next week, in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or in a month, saying, hi Yusuf, I should have joined. Please join. No, join now, because once it moves back to 50k, I will never bring it down again. And I forgot to mention this. In the next 24 hours, if you get it in the next 24 hours, you are going to be getting access to all the bonuses. But if you get it after 48 hours of the first 24 hours, one bonus is going to be removed, which is getting access to me directly. If you get access, if you make your payment in the next 24 hours, you get all the bonuses. If you get access to it after the first 24 hours, that is in the next 48 hours, you are not going to get access to my number. But don't worry, you are going to be getting access to the trainings and everything, not my number. Okay? See you.